the Quadcom actually is not accusing anyone. We're not accusing the former president. We're not accusing even Senator Bato or Senator Bongo. No? Sinabi ko na rin na perhaps the Quadcom committee is not only after an aid of legislation but also in aid of prosecution. Kasi we're now asking the NBI.
Good morning po, Kong. UNTV po, Rose Cos.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning po. Yesterday po, Congressman Fernandez mentioned about asking the assistance of COA to investigate po yung paglobo ng ill fund yung nagamit yung assist anti-drug. This sa press release nyo po, Quadcom will also be asking of AMLAC. So,
yeah.
Can you further elaborate?
Talagang, follow the money trail. No? We'd like to find out who the mastermind is. No? Unang-una, the Quadcom actually is not accusing anyone. We're not accusing the former president. We're not accusing even Senator Bato or Senator Bongo. No? Talaga nag-accuse sa ating dating Pangulo, walang iba kundi yung tao niya, si Colonel Garma. No? Kami lang naman, we're just investigating in aid of legislation. Nag-file na kami ng bill on EJK, no? To pronounce that to be heinous crime. So, ito, tinitin natin maigi kung ano pang mga legislations ang dapat nating gawin tungkol dito. Sinabi ko na rin na perhaps the Quadcom committee is not only after an aid of legislation but also in aid of prosecution. Kasi we're now asking the NBI and the DOJ to start investigating, to start prosecuting whatever evidence says that they could be able to get into.
Meron po ba tayong particular na timeline or from within the term of former President Duterte, yun po yung balak na tinamalaman sa AMLAC at saka sa COA? Hindi lang po ba Intel funds but also the confidential funds from 2016 to 2022?
Yeah, it might be, no? We'd like to find out kung magkano confidential fund na nakuha in the years that the former president was president. Tanong natin maigi kung ito ay mayroon talagang na-contribute towards the reward system. Yun ang nais natin talagang makita rito.
Sir, sorry, you just mentioned po na hindi lang po kayo after in aid of legislation but also in aid of prosecution. But Attorney Harry Roque po sa kanyang video na inilabas, pinost niya po kanina a few hours ago, said na hindi naman daw po trabaho ng Kongreso ang in aid of prosecution, kundi ng executive. Also, sinabi niya na hindi siya pugante dahil wala naman daw siyang nilabag na batas dahil legislative contempt lang naman daw po yung ipinataw sa kanya.
Totoo yun. We're not here to prosecute. That's the reason why hinihiling namin sa NBI, sa DOJ, na simulan ng investigasyon. Ngayon, kung talagang pinapaniwala ni Atty. Roque na wala siyang nagawang anumang kasalanan, hindi siya pugante, hindi siya lumabag ng anumang batas, magpakita siya, humarap siya sa amin. Ba't siya nagtatago? Yun ang nais namin malaman. Bakit si Atty. Roque, imbis na humarap sa amin, nagtatago siya. Samantalang merong arrest order sa kanya.
Hi, Sir. Zandro Ochona pa from Billionario. Sir, so aside from the Intel funds, are you looking at other sources of yung funds na ginamit for rewards?
Actually, Colonel Espinido made a statement in our first Quadcom hearing na talagang mayroong reward system. Tinanong namin kung saan ang gagaling ang reward system. At sinabi niya, nanggagaling ito sa mga gambling money. For example, STL, For example, Pogo. Yan ang sinabi niya, no? Now, meron itong connection din naman sa sinabi ni Colonel Garma na talaga mayroong reward system. Although hindi niya talaga tinukoy kung ito ay galing sa STL. Tinukoy lamang niya na mayroong pondo na nakalaan dito, may nagtatago ng pondo nito, things like this.
So sir, pwedeng all of the above? Pwedeng Pogo, STL?
Pwede.
More than one?
Yes, pwede. Pwede rin na na kung yan ay talagang operational expenses at tinatawag. Siyempre, that would appear. Mag-a-appear yan sa COA, mag-a-appear yan sa pag-imbestiga doon sa mga intelligence fund and confidential fund na nakalagay ng operational expenses. Ang gusto nating malaman, paano ginamit itong operational expenses na ito? Kasi actually, pag sinabi nating operational expenses, na binibigay bago ang operation. Hindi binibigay yan after the operation. So it's not actually a post-operational expenses. But before any operation can be done, merong tinatawag nating operational expenses. We understand that. But not the reward for policemen killing another person for that matter.
So sir, possible na dirty money yung ginamit for the reward system?
It can be possible. Yes.
And sir, last na lang on my part. Yung may binabanggit si Colonel Garma na yung COPLAN pala, sir, hindi pala pinapondohan ng PNP. Yung COPLAN po, yung mga planned na operations. Hindi pala siya pinapondohan ng PNP. Nakasanayan na daw on ground na pumupunta yung mga pulis sa mayor. May ganun po ba?
I do not know a lot of things about that. Although, syempre, ang atin namang mga kapulisan, pumupunta yan sa LGU, no? Especially kung talaga meron silang operations. And they would be asking the LGU for help. Okay lang yun eh. Okay lang yun eh. Unless otherwise, ang talagang papatay nila, mayor din naman. The thing is, in the past, in the last administration, I think there were 9 mayors that were actually killed.
Yun nga sir, would we go as far as isa-isahin, tignan yung mga kaso na rin na ito kung connected?
Tignan na namin to eh. Ang sinabi lamang ni Colonel Garma na merong police officer na involved ay yung pagkapatay kay Mayor Halili, no? I was the one that asked, halimbawa naman yung pagkakapatay sa Mayor ng Los Baños, si Mayor Perez. Drugs din yun eh. At ang napagbintangan ay konsehal. In fact, right now, the councilor is still in jail. Yung ba, police operation din to. Wala siyang sinabi, hindi niya raw alam yun.
Kong, Ian Cruz po, GMA.
Yes.
Sir, may testigo na ba tayo na magsasabi na galing nga sa CIF yung ginamit na pera sa Tokhang?
Well, as far as we're concerned, si Garma pa lang talaga ang nagbigay ng statement tungkol dyan, no? Although, tinatanong nila kung gaano katotoo yung statement na yan. Sinabi ko naman na mula kay Colonel Espinido na sinabi niya may reward system, yung napatay na Chinese drug lord sa Davao Penal Colony na binigyan ng PDL ng tigi 1 milyon, no? In fact, according to the PDL na nag-testify, even Colonel Padilla, na ang sabi nung SPO4 Art Narsoles na bawat ulo 1 milyon. So 3 milyon yan. Pero 1 milyon lang ang binigay sa kanila. And yung 2 PDL, they gave that 1 million to their wives o anak. So, sa kanila, naloko sila doon. Pangalawa, they were actually promised liberty. Tanggalin na yung kaso. But instead of that, they were even charged ng homicide. Pangatlo niyan, yung Kibarayuga na yung testimony ni Lieutenant Colonel Santi Mendoza na talagang nagkabahiran. 300,000 ang ibinayad doon sa nakapatay Kibarayuga at siya nga yung inutusan at nakatanggap siya. Sinabi niya nakatanggap siya ng 40,000. And of course, ang pangapat, si Colonel Garma. So, definitely, sa apat na testimony yan, talagang mayroong reward system. There's no doubt about that. So, ano pang kailangang ebidensya? Oh.
So sir, sa pag-follow ng money trail, anong mga nakikita nyo malaking steps na gagawin ng komite?
Well, ang step na gagawin po namin, yung sinabi ni Congressman Dan Fernandez na we will invite COA. And then, of course, also, tatanungin namin yung AMLA tungkol sa palipat-lipat ng perang yan, kung saan nanggaling yan, kung saan napunta yan, kung sino ang nag-spend yan. I would think that AMLA would know about it.
Congressman, sa tingin nyo, marami pa bang sasabihin si Colonel Garma? Ang dami na niyang sinabi niya malalaki, pero meron pa ba siyang, sabi nga nila, meron pa bang tayong hinihintay sa kanya? Palagay
ko, meron pa hindi ko pwedeng isawalat sa lahat sa inyo. Meron pa. In fact, meron nang nagka-come forward sa amin on their own na nagbibigay ng salaysay. We still do not know kung ano yung sunumpiang salaysay yan. In fact, yung affidavit na ginawa ni Garma, nagulat kami lahat kasi binigay sa amin yan. Nagkaka-com hearing na kami. That was given to us. Oo, kaya nagulat kami sa revelation ni Colonel Garma.
Si Leonardo po, si NAPOLCOM Commissioner, kailan po siya magsasalita at sa tingin nyo, may malaki din ba siyang papasabugin?
Until such time that Colonel Leonardo would submit to us a signed affidavit, doon namin siya isasalang. Doon lamang. We still do not know what the status of his mind is.
Pero meron na bang inclination na magte-testimonya siya, kagaya po ni Colonel Garma?
Sa akin palagay, sa akin lang, personally, palagay ko meron na we only do not know when that would be, or perhaps in our next hearing, he'll be submitting to us ang isa kanyang sign na sinumpaang pagsalaysay, whatever it might be. Sana this coming October 22, supposedly, when we have the next hearing, na may sasalang namin si Colonel Leonardo.
Congressman, yung mga class 96 at 97 na mga PNPA, meron na bang lumapit sa inyo na sinasabing may nalalaman din po sila?
Wala pa naman. Wala pa naman lumalapit sa amin.
Ay.
Yes. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Senator Ronald Berto de la Rosa said the Senate will launch its own investigation on drugs and he will invite former President Rodrigo Duterte. Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa says the Senate will launch its own investigation into the war on drugs and will invite former President Rodrigo Duterte as resource person. At naniniwala siya mas malaki po yung possibility na dumalo si former President sa ilo-launch nilang Senate investigation. Or comment on this po.
Very good. In fact, sabi ng Bible, 2 is better than 1. Oo. Pero may partner na kami sa Senado when it comes to investigation.
How about yung possibility na humarap mismo si former president sa kanila and yet dito sa atin po sa Quadcom? It seems like, yun po, although nagbigay na po ng statement si former president na willing siya na umatin, pero mas malaki yung possibility sa Senate siya humarap.
Well, it might be. It's up to him actually. Although in-indicate na niya na haharap siya if he's invited. No? So, sa amin, okay na okay yun hopefully he will come and clear the air and say what he would like to say.
You mentioned earlier, Kong, na next hearing, EJK ulit yung topic, are we not going to formally invite the former president to finally face the Quadcom amidst these allegations po against the war on drugs?
We will still talk about if we are going to have the EJK or the POGO or the drugs about it. But definitely we're going to invite the president. I do not know when, no? Sa akin, if we're going to invite the former president, hindi muna namin iimbitahin ng maraming mga iniimbita namin, no? So that he could be able to freely say his piece. Mahirap naman kung napakaraming iimbitahan namin and then maghihintay siya ng matagal. We do not want that to happen.
Sorry sir, pero hindi ho ba maaapektuhan yung pong inyong investigation na ginagawa kung sa Senate siya unang humarap dahil naka-8 public hearing na po yung Quadcom and palagi pong nadadrag yung pong si former President Duterte?
Hindi naman siguro sapagkat malalaman naman namin kung ano nga sabihin niya sa Senado. Whatever he will say, no, babantayan namin maigi yan. Yes.
Sorry. Good morning po. Lianes Capante, GMA News Online. I asked Secretary Panelo yesterday about po yung plano ng Quadcom to investigate the possible use of Intel fund to fund the reward system
Yes.
in killing drug suspects. Ang sabi niya, one cannot launch a successful war on drugs without effective legal strategy, which necessarily will involve funding from the government. Police operations must be sufficiently financed for effective enforcement of the laws against drug trafficking. But he did not mention flat out na we did not use the Intel Fund. Wala siyang ganong statement na categorical. Do you think, how do you find that statement? Is that statement, lack of categorical statement, just confirms what the others have testified po sa Quadcom?
Yeah, I respect his own legal opinion on that. No? Marami naman siguro mga legal opinions ng iba't ibang abogado. No? That is own legal opinion.
So, sir, confirmation kaya yun? Nagamit ngayon. He did not ang haba ng statement niya, but he did not mention about anything na hindi namin ginamit yan.
Ano ibig sabihin ng hindi namin ginamit? Kasama siya ron?
Hindi, sir. Kasi I was asking yung possibility na, yun nga, I asked him, sir, ginamit yung may Intel Fund to, for the police operations under war on drugs. Hindi niya, dun sa mahaba niyang statement, hindi niya sinabi yung intelligence fund.
Palagay ko, it will depend upon our investigation.
Sir, sorry. Follow-up lang po dun sa question about Bato. Maglo-launch sila ng sarili nilang investigation po and i-invite si PRRD. Tingin niyo po ba magiging fair si Senator Bato dun po sa magiging pagdinig ng Senado, lalo na siya mismo po yung nadidiin sa issue ng war on drugs?
Hindi.
Paano niyo pa nasabi, sir?
Well, the thing is, he became the Director General of the Philippine National Police during the time of the former president. No? But just imagine, he was only a Brigadier General all of a sudden. Nagdagdagan siya ng star, no? Naging Major General siya and naging Director General. So I would think that he would be more biased than actually balanced in that hearing. No?
Sir, how about po yung mga narco generals? Are you going to invite them? Wala po kasing na-file na case at wala din pong nailutang na evidence. Nabrand po sila dahil close sila sa isang presidential candidate kay former DILG Secretary Marojas na identified dun sa Novotel. Sinabi na pong narco generals agad.
Pag amin na pong iimbestigahan ng drugs, dangerous drugs, palagay ko we will now be able to know and invite who the narco generals are. At this point in time, hindi pa masyado naming pinag-uukulan ng pansin yan.
Good morning, Kong.
Yes.
Here, right here. Sir, so are you seeing conflict of interest sa investigasyon ng Senado or their planned investigation dito sa war on drugs?
I really do not know if most of the senators would agree to it. No? Sinabi lang yan ng isang senador. So, there might be, but we do not know. No? We still have to wait until such time that it will happen.
On the details lang po nitong pagtap ng AMLC sa investigasyon ng Quadcom, nag-reach out na po ba ang Quadcom to the AMLC, and on the particulars po, kani-kaninong bank accounts po yung titingnan? For example, dun po ba sa mga involved sa killing, for example, ng 3 Chinese within the Davao Prison and Penal Farm, or dun sa mga involved kay Wesley Barayuga?
We have always invited the AMLC to come and be in our hearing, no? Because of the POGO, o yung money trail ng POGO. Hindi pa namin sila natatanong kung yung money trail that happened in the EJK operations. Ngayon pa lang.
Kaninong transactions po yung particular na
Yung
transactions, kaninong particular transactions po yung titingnan, sir?
On the revelation, on the basis of the revelation of Colonel Garma. Oo, yung Peter, no? In fact, we are actually looking at the possibility of inviting him to come. Kung sino man yung Peter na yun. Wala nakakakilala kung sino siya eh.
Pero papatingnan po yung kanyang bank account sa AMLAC.
Yes, because siya yata yung humahawak ng bangko eh. I don't actually know about it.
Sir, yung mga banks, papatawag din ba natin? Sir, kasi doon sa affidavit ni Garma, naka-specify yung mga banks eh. May mga banks po na specify doon sa affidavit. Papatawag din po ba natin sila?
Hindi yata na-specify ni Garma kung anong bangko. Pero sinabi niya na mayroong bangko. So we're gonna find out kung anong bangko yan. Pag nakita namin, nalaman namin kung anong bangko talaga yan, well, of course, papatawag po namin yan.
Sir, yung may Metro Bank, BPI, tsaka...
Kung naka-specify yan, we will call on them. Definitely.
You don't see naman na magiging hurdle yung bank secrecy law, ganyan, wala
Hindi naman siguro. I mean, I think the AMLA would know about it. I think that the bank will be honest about the transactions.
Sir, pero may kasi sir, even yung sa Intel funds, parang hindi pa talaga concrete yung what we know right now. Sa tingin niyo, sir, in the next hearing, malilink na yung possible sources na STL, POGO, and yung Intel funds? Sa tingin niyo, mabubuksan na po doon o medyo...
In our hearing, there'll be no let up, no? Ibig sabihin, talagang hindi lang namin tatapusin ito. But we will do everything we can to let the people know kung talagang ano nangyari dyan. Kasi sinimulan na namin eh. And of course, this is about politics, no? The thing is, we would like the people to know na talagang kami gagawin namin na lahat para ma-expose lahat itong mga shenanigans na ito, ma-expose lahat itong mga illegal na gawain ito.
Kung may idea na ba ang Quadcom kung doon nga sa nababanggit ni Sandro kanina, go TFF or doon sa STL, anong bulk ng money ang pinanggagalingan po?
Kung may idea kami, meron, no? Although we cannot say pa definitely kung ano yun, no? Kahit nasa POGO may mga iimbitahan kaming bangko tungkol dyan to be able to find out the money trail. Oo, pero hindi pa ngayon. Pag pinag-usapan ng GH, kasi umaabot kami ng hating gabi, no? Just to talk about a certain topic, no? So, tingnan natin kung halimbawa masasabi ko sa Quadcom na okay, sa ating next hearing pag-usapan natin ng EJK and then Pogo.
Pero kung when it comes dun sa reward system, ano kaya ang nagagamit na pera doon? Intelligence fund, Pogo money, STL?
Sinabi ko na possibility na lahat nagagamit dyan. Oo. STL, Pogo fund, nagagamit din dyan. Kasi pag operational expenses yan, pwede mo gamitin yung confidential fund dyan. Oo. Nakalagat talaga dyan. Just would like to find out magkano ba ang nagamit yan? Saan ginamit yan?
Sir, may amount tayo? Meron tayong estimate kung magkano lang?
Wala pa wala pa kaming estimate kung magkano. Ang inaano namin ganito Kasi sinabi ni Garma, tiered yan 3 level yan Ano? So, pag sinasabi namin, ilan ba ang pinatay? Ilan ba ang pinatay? For example, like, merong pinatay na mayor, merong pinatay na drug lord, merong pinatay na drug pusher. Sa estimate namin, umaabot ng I do not know pero malaki.
Hi Sir, Mela from PTV po. Sir, yung dalawang bills na final ng Quad Committee Chairman, kailan po kaya masusunod? Kasi nababanggit nyo sa mga pagdinig, marami kayong inaay na panukalang batas na ihain mula dun sa mga natutuklasan nyo sa mga pagdinig. Kailan po kaya yung susunod na magiging paghain ng mga panukala ng Quadcom? At ano-ano yung mga susunod pang panukala na ihahain pa natin mula dun sa mga naungkat natin sa investigasyon?
Pinag-aaral na namin yung pangatlong batas on the espionage bill. Oo, sapagkat medyo malabo yung batas natin ngayon tungkol dyan. No? So pinag-aaralan po namin kung ano ang may dadagdag namin or we could be able to amend the espionage law right now. So I think there's about mga 15 na mga draft bills na ipa-file namin, including the death penalty bill on heinous crimes. Oh.
Kailan po kaya yung mga susunod, sir, na filing?
Hindi ko alam we're still studying it and we're still asking our lawyers to look into it. Salamat. Can I just say something? Gusto ko lang magpasalamat po sa ating mga kababayan, that are, kasi marami ko nakakausap na napupuyat sila na pinapanood tong Quadcom hearing. And I just would like to thank them for the interest na meron sila na malaman ang nangyayari sa ating bayan. Maraming salamat po sa mga taga-suporta ng Quadcom at makakaasa po kayo. We'll do everything we can for our own country, para po sa ating bayan. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat. Sige.
Kung yung sinasabi na pabubuksan daw yung mga cold cases, mga cold cases po yung mga sa mga dating mayor, mga 14 na po yun, ano po ang reaksyon ng Quadcom doon?
Nabuksan na po namin yung Mayor Halili, sapagkat binanggit ni Colonel Garma at ngayon nga iniimbestigahan na uli, The thing is, kung ang NBI and the Philippine Nation is now opening the cases na nung araw ay hindi napansin because of the Quadcom hearings. Baka meron pa kaming bubuksan na ilang mga nangyari mga injustices na dapat malaman ng taong bayan at dapat buksan uli. Oo. Sapagkat ito hindi na napag-usapan, no? We would like all of those cases that we feel are injustices, we feel na hindi nagkaroon ng due process, na mabuksan uli po ito at maimbestigahan.
Sir, last na lang, tingin niyo po ba dapat na po tayo ulit mag-rejoin ang Pilipinas sa ICC?
Unang-una pa, ako na na-declare nung nagkakaroon kami ng hearing ng human rights na I'm not going to allow the ICC na pakialaman kami, no? They can do their own investigation. Hindi kami nakikialam sa kanila. They have the right to have their own investigation. We have the right of our own. And we are not going to submit our documents to them, no? Although, public naman yung hearing namin, kaya palagay ko narinig na lahat ng nangyayari. I don't think there'll be walang possibility for them to join us in the hearings.
I mean, yeah. Kasi di ba, sir, umalis na tayo.
Sabi ng ating Pangulo, hindi. So, we respect the decision of the President for not actually rejoining the ICC. Nirespeto namin siya because only the President can do that.
Sir, do you think he can change his mind? Malayo pa naman ang 2025.
I really do not know. Hindi ko alam ang mind ng ating Pangulo. I don't know. Okay lang sa akin yun kasi sinabi naman niya na even if we do not rejoin the ICC, that the ICC has the right to investigate. So, siguro okay na yan.